So hi, I'm GBsaysHi. I will be running Galaxy 5000. This is an NES isometric racing game based on planets and whatnot. We more recently found a whole bunch of warps that allowed us to skip a whole bunch of the game. So I will be showcasing a lot of those warps. But for now, it's early game. We got the slow ship. We just gotta survive for a bit. The game works relatively simple. You're racing on planets. So at the moment, we're racing on Mercury. There are 4 races per planet, which means we'll do Mercury 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll move on to Venus. And it has 9 planets because this game came out before Pluto was considered no longer a planet. So there are 4 laps on each race. It is truly. It's a very simple racing game. Lots of fun. Missed that. That's unfortunate. So as you saw there, there's those like orbs on the ground, and there are 3 kinds of orbs. I missed it again. Wow. There are blue. Actually, my bad. No, there's 3. There's 3. So there's blue. There's red, which is there, and then there's green, which we saw earlier. Blue upgrades your weapon. Red will repair your ship, and green will give you some money, a good lump of money. I'm missing all the power-ups right now. This was a backup game for the marathon, so I didn't do as much practice as I probably should have for this game. That really sucks that I missed that. Wow, oh my god, didn't shoot the damn rock. So each time you finish a race, it gives you some money depending on which position you finish the race in. So like I finished in first, so it gave me 25,000. If you were finished in second, I think it's like 15. And so on down from there. Also, you get points for picking up power-ups. So the normal red and blue ones give $1,000 each. The green ones give 5,000. And the monies used can be used as like kind of a score for the game, really. And also, once you reach a certain milestone, you'll upgrade your ship like we just did. There are 5 ships total in the game. I can't remember all of their names off the top of my head right now. But let's see. You also get points for destructions of environment. So certain things like these rocks that I've been destroying are like about 500 each or so. These turrets are around 1,500 each. So a big thing early on is trying to get kind of as much money as we can, because We want to unlock or upgrade our ship as quick as possible. Just quicker ship, more money, or quicker ships. So there we go. We beat Mercury. We move on to Venus. Now, Venus is a very short track because it has these big jumps where we kind of jump over a lot of the track. But also, on Venus 2 is where we'll find our first warp zone. There are 5 warps in the game, and they all teleport you to different planets. This first one we're going to do is going to take us from Venus 2 all the way to Mars 1. It skips all of Earth and skips half of Venus. It's massive. I mean, I think that this warp alone saves like 5-6 minutes or so. And basically, warps are hidden underneath environments and behind walls. And very quickly, we're going to take a warp on Mars 1 to skip all of Mars 1 and go straight to Jupiter. So at this point, we've skipped all of Earth, half of Venus, and all of Mars. All of that together saved somewhere close to, I think, 10 minutes or so. The downside of it is now we're in a slower ship than you want to be at this point. So we're a bit weak, kind of. And the big thing about Jupiter, too, is each planet has its own gravity. So, as Jupiter is the biggest planet and has the heaviest gravity, jumps don't do as much. So it is harder to get across a lot of these jumps. When I first started running this game, it would have been 8 months ago or so, there was one warp in the entire game that was known. And there were bonus levels, which are kind of just side maps used for extra points and whatnot. There was 2 of those known. And since I joined, we kind of delved into the game, and me and 7th Armstrong, who's the world record holder, and we discovered 5 warps and 5 bonus levels. So we kind of just ripped the game wide open. When I first started running, world record was a mid 43, and since then we have gone all the way down to a 30-30, somewhere sub 30-30. We kind of tore this game apart really fast. Because it was in a small span. We found like 1 warp in Jupiter 2, this map right here, that was unhelpful. It goes from Jupiter 2 back to Earth, so it was backwards world. It was cool in theory, but not helpful for a speedrun to go backwards. So the next big one we found was the Venus one. The one to go from Venus to Mars. And that one, like I said, took about 5-6 minutes off. It was incredible to find that one. And then very shortly, like less than 12 hours after that warp was found, Venus warp was found, and 7th Armstrong set the world record using it, I found the Mars 1 warp, and 12 hours later got world record 6 minutes faster than Armstrong's. Yeah, 7th Armstrong still plays. He would be in a voice call with me. He just he jumps between long games, and he's also has some health problems. So I wish everyone wish him to get better. He has some chronic illnesses, so we help him when we can. But he's fantastic at this game. Definitely considerably better than I am. Yeah, so Armstrong was the first one to find a warp, and he found one much later in the game that is massive, that it's still the biggest skip in the game. And I'll talk about that more once we get there. The 7th Armstrong just loves to run a new game and absolutely just break it. So the big thing with this level right now is trying to get as many destructions as possible, because these laser gates, as they're called in the game, they give 10,000 per destruction. That's a lot of money, considering first place is barely more than that. Well, it's a lot more than that, but it's, you know, it's a good percentage of it. Yeah, so we try to... So the first 3 ships have the same max speed, but have differencing in turn speed and acceleration. The hardest part about this run, since we have discovered all the warps, is doing those first 2 Jupiter races with the second ship is very hard. Yes. And as Prismatic Cobra mentioned, there is a Planet X in this game, which was back, you know, when they thought they found another planet in the solar system really far out. But to unlock Planet X, you can't use any warps. So in any percent, we don't see Planet X, which is unfortunate, but it is a very difficult planet. So I mean, it's a little happy I don't get to see it. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at this game. Apparently, I keep jumping off. Yeah, so there's a screen called Dave's Cheat Screen, and it's basically a stage select, very helpful for practicing and whatnot. If you use it though, damn, I meant to repair there. If you use it though, you also cannot unlock Planet X. So to unlock Planet X, you have to do the category that is called All Planets. And it's a little under an hour. The big difference though is Neptune. In any percent, we skip Neptune, thankfully due to a warp on Uranus. Neptune, for some reason, is the longest stage in the game. And it's like massively longer. It takes around 10 minutes to do Neptune. It takes me... my split for Jupiter is 14 minutes, which means in the time it takes to do Neptune, you've already done Mercury, Venus, Mars, and half of Jupiter just to do Neptune. So that warp is, you know, obviously one of the favorites. So each ship has a damage value to it. You can start damage before you blow up, and if you blow up, you go back to the previous ship. And if you were to say be very damaged on the previous ship, you can definitely blow up from one ship, go to the next one, be super low health, blow up immediately, and just die very, very quickly. The pink power-ups, pink and red power-ups, are repairs, as I had mentioned. But also on the score screen, you can hold the arrows to repair your ship slowly. So I'm probably gonna do it in a perfect run. You don't repair at all outside of power-ups. But I am very rusty, so I doubt I will be doing that. It's also, I should mention, very hard to play this game and look at chat, so I'm trying to get some glances in occasionally, but no, oh, that was so stupid. I was focusing on the ship behind me. So, the big thing, a lot of the money from this game can come from destroying the AI ships. So, I really just cannot hit them. This ship right there, the third ship in the game, if I destroy it, it gives me around 50,000, which is a lot of money, like I had mentioned before. I am so close to dying right now. It's very... okay. I should get the next ship. Oh my goodness, I was close. Yeah, with Sensen, so another big part is lag reduction. The more bullets there are on screen, more ships there are on screen, the game will lag out a little bit. So we definitely want to try our best to make sure no AI are on our screen at times. But the AI do have a bit of rubber banding, as are common in racing games. So they will catch up. This ship right here is the 4th ship in the game. It is also the first ship that has a faster max speed. As I mentioned earlier, the first 3 ships have the same max speed, different acceleration and turn rate. So this first one has slightly faster move speed, but it also includes in it homing bullets, which is super fun for the speedrun because we can just destroy AI ships with it. And here we're going to move on to Uranus. Uranus is a very tricky stage because it is so much jumping. I guess I forgot to mention it, but each ship has 2 bullet types. You unlock the bullet types by getting the blue power-ups, and then each subsequent blue power-up increases the speed at which you can shoot. So for this ship, we have like a blue homing tracking one. And this one, which has a slightly less tracking to it, but is a bit faster. It does less damage, though. So there is a warp on Uranus, all the way at Uranus 4. And it goes from Uranus 4 to Pluto 1. Damn, I was doing so good. One of my least favorite things about consequence of all of the warps that we discovered is we skip Earth, which is my favorite planet on this. Oh my god, I just lost that race. You're kidding me. That really sucks. I keep it stuck. You're kidding me, game. So you might notice the lag that's going on. That's because all of them are on my screen right now. Come on. Blow up. Thank you. That was a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. This has not been going that great. No, no. Fuck. Sorry. That was close. You're kidding me. Oh. Yeah, this game can be pretty rough. It took me quite a while to get my first run finished. But I can say it is a lot of fun. I recommend anybody give it a try. I have noticed there are some problems with NES, or like NES emulators with this game. Usually much laggier than it should be. So I probably will test at some point, which is like a good emulator to use. And if anybody knows a lot about emulators, I'm sure would love the help for that. Oh, come on. Oh no, that sucks. I missed the last one. You're kidding me. Those are worth a lot of money. That's really upsetting that I'm missing all of these. This is a very hard one to hit. No, come on, don't do this. There we go. That's a very hard one to hit. And I am now in bad shape for this one. So we warped there, and what that warp did is bring us from Uranus 4 all the way to Pluto, skipping Neptune altogether, as I had mentioned earlier. Pluto has kind of like a somewhat ice mechanic to it, as you might expect from the ground that you can see. So, I think the big thing with this ship is the purple shot does more damage to AI, but it does very similar damage to environmental stuff. But also the... Oh, wow, that was really annoying. I'm 50,000 off from the next ship. The final ship. The purple shot, which doesn't like to go backwards on the track. So you'll see a lot with it that if I shoot it forwards or shoot it backwards, it will try to turn around. And so it makes it not very good for destroying certain environment. I need that pink there. So the next ship that will unlock after this race has a very big max speed upgrade compared to this. All previous ships. And when y'all siege, it's very hard to drive the final ship because it's going so fast that it's pushing your camera, like pushing you to the edge of the camera. So we end up... Okay, well, let me finish this real quick. So we end up just kind of like running on the edge of the screen. I'm not very good with this ship at all. So this level also shows off. There's those black circles that I just ran into. God, it sucks. Oh, this really sucks. Yeah, so black holes instantly destroy your ship, regardless of health. So I just went from the final ship back to the third ship immediately. That was rather unfortunate. No! Fuck. That's... Oh. This is going so badly. Pluto's so hard. Yeah. So there's... Yeah, this is the first time black holes show up, and they're also like right in the path of where you want to go. So I always end up hitting them. I need to practice that a lot. So like this one's like right in your path, you have to know that one's coming. No, I took that corner too quick. Yeah, so I got pretty unlucky on that last stage, but like still. Yeah, you could definitely, if all of your ships are that damaged, you can definitely go from, like, final ship to first ship and, like, game over very, very quickly. It is very possible. And also, I kind of forgot about it, there's a timer up at the top, and if you are unable to finish the race within that amount of time, you game over, and the track will slowly start to dissipate, and eventually, and that's time, but, whoa. So, what we're seeing now is the end of the game, but if you were to do all planets, it would show this and then teleport you to Planet X. And when you do one race of Planet X, it gives you a different... It says different things and it actually shows the credits of the game. until then, you are to be commended. Later, most excellent dude. Yeah, that's Galaxy 5000. It is a lot of fun. It is also very, very difficult to do any percent. Any percent is very difficult. All planets is very fun, and it's a longer category. But yeah, I would recommend anybody, if they have a desire, definitely give it a chance. It's a lot of fun. I will be doing Super Magnetic Neo next. I'm not sure. Yeah. The marathon mods. It was made in the 1990s by Activision. Back in the glory days of Activision on NES and whatnot. Yeah.